Hey guys, welcome back to another Command & Conquer 3 Kane's Wrath video commentary. My name is Green Zero and we're on Tournament Galaxy, aka Tournament Technique. Let's jump into this game straight away because I don't really want to talk about it too much. But this, of course, is the more updated version if you haven't already seen this from... I mean, it's been out for like 2 months now, so you kind of should have. But there's a blue field here now instead of structures. But on the right-hand side here, playing as... What do we have here? We have the Zocom team. So playing as the blue Zocom, we have Figure, which is aka Drive, who is a very aggressive Russian player who's not afraid of anything, and he will definitely give you a run for your money. On the left-hand side, we have Senna Nub playing as... Oh, it's Zocom as well. It's a Zocom mirror. Are you for real on this map here? This is going to be interesting. So Senna, of course, we've seen a lot of, and he's been playing a lot, and he definitely has risen up. He's one of those guys who, unlike your typical bashers and nubs like Dimitri, Vision, and stuff like that, this guy's actually got good. So he's actually starting to earn a bit of respect amongst the professional players here. But this is going to be a good game, I reckon, because both these players like to build a crap ton of units and they don't care about much else. But yeah, he's going to, Senna is obviously going to be able to chase these guys down. Drive is running for the structure, and Senna kind of realizes that he's breaking off one of these dudes. Have you guys just noticed there is a concrete bollard there? Like you could not just drive around that. Like... Technique, plan, like, that doesn't make any sense. It's illogical. It's like, oh, let's make a roadblock here, but you can just drive like anywhere else. You know, actually, we've got an APC coming out here, so Drive really doesn't want the scouts to see. Is he rushing? No, he's not rushing. I was going to say Zocom. Oh, I thought that was Bloodhounds. Then it's actually 3 Rifleman squads. Zocom, and I've said this before, is the single worst faction for rushing. They literally have like 2 rushes, maybe 3. That are actually, you know, tenable, but I mean, they're even then they're not that good. You can Bloodhound rush and what is this? You can Bloodhound rush and put rockets inside the APCs to make them a bit more powerful, but Zocom Walkers, you just can't build them because as soon as you bring them to the enemy base, 1, the Zocom Walker is more expensive, and 2, the enemy is just going to move his harvesters out the way and they'll miss. So you can't really do that. Senna, of course, scouting out Drive over here. Drive already an expansion. Senna is now just deploying. Oh, it's actually deployed there for a little while. Now he's got 3. It's actually going to bring the APC in here as well. So he's actually got 3 Foxhole, and he's got an APC to try to dislodge it. That's interesting placement there from Senna. I guess he could only place it there because of the build radius. Because yeah, Drive's just going to move over here, and I don't even think he can range. He can't even. Oh, he can just range the Foxhole. But I mean, as soon as he destroys it, a Drive can just move the scouting back. So positioning was pretty meh there from Senna. But again, you got to remember he's limited by the build radius here. This obviously this ref only allows him to place to about this position over here. He's actually going to be able to destroy this. Senna's spending money to repair that as well. If repairs aren't free, you got to pay for those when you use that tool. So that's obviously draining something out of his economy. This ABC going to move across. It will ultimately be destroyed, so he's going to be able to clean that up. But Senna is just ecoing like a madman over here. We have 5 and 2, and we have 2 and 1 over there. Probably another ref coming down. Meanwhile, Drive has 2 and 1 as well, and he has 5 and 2. Another harvest coming out. That's harvester number 8 on the field there. I think Senna, is he doing the same thing? Yes, harvester number 8 is already there. If he drops another ref, that's going to be pretty intense. Yeah, this is not going to be a ref that's building a little bit too quickly, I'd imagine. And if he drops another ref, yes, Senna is going to be going eco crazy. Hopefully he's got Drive scouted. I mean, I imagine he must. Actually stopped repairing this now. He's going to look to try to destroy this. Drive could just quickly destroy this Rifleman squad here because it's very easy to kill that. He's got both the bunkers down here. The other one could be firing at the spike as well and just causing headaches for Senna. It's just it's little, very minor things. I'm surprised he didn't actually jump in the other Foxhole. He's obviously microing elsewhere. Double racks coming out with Predator tanks, so it looks like he's going to go for an armory perhaps. He's going for AP ammo. And I'd imagine he'd go for an armory. So he didn't go for a second ref, and that's because he obviously wants to build some type of push here. And he will kill that Pitbull. That was Senna's only real scout there. What else does Senna have? He used a scan, but he doesn't see any. He sees the tier 2. He doesn't see the army. Oh, he can probably see the army now. Meanwhile, Drive obviously had no radar there, but... few tanks now crossing the path. We have a beacon come down. That's probably for the GDI Airborne Armory. Should have the Zocom field suits done momentarily there, and then he can even sell that off if he wants to. Sniper teams, obviously, you can build those if the enemy is spamming rockets, but if there's a lot of rifles, and it's usually just better to go for more rifles, especially since he's invested in AP ammo. But look at this, Senna is doing the same thing. No Shatterers out, surprisingly, which are really good in this combination, but of course they're expensive, and you don't really want to lose those straight away. Now, there is going to be a bit of an engagement here as well. Drive does have his upgrades. Is he going to commit to this engagement? There is no AP ammo for Senna. Do we have it on the way? It's going to complete now. And look at that. He's pushing forward. He's like, yep, cool, my AP ammo. Moment, there it goes. It's just completed there. Drive actually pushed forward to cover his harvest as he's taking blue Tiberium. He needs to evac that harvester now. Drive is actually he's going to force the engage. No, Drive decides he's going to pull back here. This is going to be intense. It's going to be a big fight here. Drive is falling back, but he can only do that so far, waiting for more reinforcements here. And looks like no, Senna is decided he's going to back off there, so I take the HUD away. And is he going to engage? Oh, both sides, they're very, very tentative there. They just not quite sure if they want to engage. The armies here are not, like, they're pretty big, but they're not massive. Senna is now moving down to the south side here, and Drive was moving to the north, but he's decided to move back, and there's a Shatterer tank in there. And you got to remember that a Shatterer is really, really good against everything here. It will kill, with the field suits, it takes 2 shots to kill infantry, which is a bit unfortunate, but APCs and Predator tanks, it goes through so much. It does, like, even just 1 shot basically pays for itself, and you've got the overcharge with Zocom as well, and he is mixing a few of those. Hammerheads are actually coming in as well, and there is going to be engagement here, so Senna is going to go for a lot of AP ammo. That Shatterer tank firing off, he's going to continue to use its regular fire here, and it's going to be really tight as well. Both sides firing, the Hammerheads are coming in, that Shatterer tank gets another shot off over there as well. Hammerheads coming in for Senna, but they are at the backside there, but it looks like the defender's advantage is paying off, and Drive should be able to defend out this area. I think he should be fine, and Senna, I think, realizes this now. He's going to fall back. He's going to fall back and try to disengage. You might want to use the force move there. That tank will go down, so good engagement there from Drive. He definitely won that engagement. He did lose a little bit, but Senna definitely lost more in that engagement. Drive, what are you doing for economy? He's got another ref on the opposite side of that field there. No ref on the third, and Senna trying to crawl to the third. That's not really that effective. I mean, the third's so close, you might as well move your MCV, but he was in such a rush to get his own Hammerheads out. Has composite armor. The Reclamator hub's coming down. It's going to go for a Marv, so we have slingshots coming out as well. Actually going to garrison up some of these Hammerheads as well, so slingshots. Obviously, he's not mucking around when it comes to those Hammerheads. He's like, alright, cool. You want to build Hammerheads? I'm going to build slingshots, and you cannot engage those. Once you have a couple of slingshots, it becomes almost impossible to engage them cost effectively, and I'd imagine tungsten shell might be on the cards as well. What's happening over here? The Hammerheads are coming in. Oh, the slingshots are firing at them, and he's trying to move some of them away. Some of them get left behind. Oh, he actually snipes a Reclamator hub. He's going to pay for it with a few Hammerheads. But you know what? I reckon that wasn't too bad. Actually, no, some of those are Senna's Hammerheads. And all Drive, unfortunately, didn't pull those back far enough. The slingshots will eat them for breakfast. These ones here actually belonging to Senna. If we move back here, do we have... no, we don't have any tungsten shell. Obviously, doesn't think it's that big of a threat. He thinks he can do it without tungsten shell, which he definitely can do. Obviously, he showed us then, it was fine. Normally, if you've got a lot of APCs, you're just like, well, gun damage does a lot versus Hammerheads. But at the same time, APCs can attack ground. So it's one of those things, but of course the slingshots are like ridiculously fast, so they can actually herd the Hammerheads around and cut them off, and if they even get into range just a little bit, they can usually stay in range for at least several seconds, even at their maximum, to do damage to them. So slingshots, and they're not that expensive. You're only going to build a couple. He's actually got 5 of them here, so something you don't want to throw away. They are great lawnmowers, as everyone knows, so they will run down. And look at that, comes in with a Firehawk, snipes one Hammerhead. He will Stratofighter out of there. And looks like Drive has a defensive line here. Sonic emitter comes up, but he didn't commit. That Sonic shot goes really astray. 1 slingshot left behind. That will be dead meat. See you later. Drive now on the full defensive here. So he pushed out earlier, didn't engage, but now he's definitely on the defensive. There is a turret here. He's actually going to try to focus the turret down, which is never cost effective. Actually, no power. He's on low power mode, which means he's going to be able to destroy that relatively easily. That was a huge area there. He could have kept firing and got a Hammerhead, and every Hammerhead kill counts in a situation like this. We can see Drive definitely taken more off of his third base here than what Senna has, because Senna is long distance mining. He's not even attempting to move, I don't think. His MCV is actually moving across the map, so he's going to long distance mine his whole third base. That's going to slow his economy down unless he has a lot of harvesters here. There is going to be engagement over here, and he will commit to this as well. So we have the Hammerheads coming across. Firehawks will come in. There's a lot of Firehawks. A lot of the Hammerheads get decimated. The slingshots weren't there to do enough damage, and there is a pretty big engagement here between these two forces here. I think Senna might have enough. He's actually on a move order. Oh my god, he needs to get these rocket squads firing. He just gave gave them a move order. That was a big mistake. They got gunned down quite heavily, but I don't think it's going to matter. He's got too much armor here as well. Actually, a lot of Predator tanks there, and Drive, unfortunately, will lose that engagement. So, and that's right outside his base, which means Senna can probably push in. I'd imagine he have another Sonic emitter queued, which will drop momentarily. Will he defend his main? That's the question, because he could probably just sell everything off that he's got here. APC's coming out of that. Meanwhile, the MCV is there. He actually has bomb loadout, and he's going to be able to destroy that. Oh my god, Senna drove that all the way across the map. And it's such a long distance. It's so far, and to lose it immediately. But Drive's northern side here is now completely under attack. He needs to be careful. The orbital will come down. It actually gets a lot of damage on those rocket squads there. It's kind of shaving them off. A few direct hits there will do some damage. I'm not sure if it was cost effective. The zone troopers coming down now, or sorry, the zone raiders, they will be able to destroy these vehicles relatively quickly. Their splash damage is pretty crazy. The Firehawks are flying across, but there's no hammerheads left. He's actually destroyed all the hammerheads. We'll stratify it out of there, only momentarily to the right hand side. That Shadow tank will fire until it goes down. The Zone Raider squads are going to try to kill these infantry squads. You can see once the infantry is suppressed, they will actually take quite a few shots before they go down. But I think Drive should be able to defend this out. I think it's really only a matter of time. APC's reinforcing from the top. There is a Mammoth tank there, but it's just one Mammoth tank. There's two Sonic emitters here as well. And it's caught in the crossfire. It's just going to get done. Look at that. Both those Sonic emitters just destroying it. Senna now running out of guts. He's actually got another Mammoth tank coming in, but that Sonic emitter is in range. Already at half health. Sonic weapons just so powerful in this situation. No railguns, of course, for the Mammoth tanks for Zocom. Drive has been, his base has been caught out pretty hard, although he did hold his main. He lost some structures over here. He definitely took a bit of damage. Battle markers over here. The Firehawks, I think, have been doing work over here, by the way. I'm not sure what they've been shooting up or destroying, but Senna's in a bit of trouble. There we go. They're actually taking out these power plants, and why the hell not? 4 Firehawks over here now, fully upgraded. No hard points, which means they're going to be limited on hitting structures with fencing, although even hard-pointed Firehawks, you'll need more than 4 to take out a tech center where it's been fenced. He's actually bringing another MCV. He's actually managed to cross the map again. He's not quite at the point where he's in range. You've got to remember, there's no artillery at all in this fight, and I think he's actually going to build his base right here, and Drive is going to engage before that gets too messy, and there is going to be pretty big engagement. The Firehawks are now bombing units, and like I said before, if you're bombing units, you're getting pretty desperate, but that actually did a lot of damage, those bombs, and there's even 2 Mammoth tanks here from Drive. He's got these Zone Raider squads fighting the front line. Senna can't put the towers down quick enough. They're getting destroyed simply too fast here, and Drive is making a great defense. As soon as one tower goes down, another one pops, but you want to get multiple towers down and firing. Like you want to build a lineup before the engagement starts, and he's only building that up now that he's disengaged. Mammoth tank will go down. Another one over here with the Sonic emitter. He needs to be careful. These harvesters will be attacked. That Sonic emitter is able to fire through the structure. He's going to pull these guys back. Another Mammoth tank comes out now as well, and I think that Mammoth tank is going to get destroyed. It will definitely be destroyed. There's Zone Raider squad still firing over here, doing a lot of sporadic damage. There's more towers over here, APCs, but APCs can't really do anything against these Sonic emitters or these Mammoth tanks. That Mammoth tank there will probably destroy. There's 2 Mammoths over here, which could come down and reinforce. This Mammoth is taking a lot of damage, but they will pop that one there. So really unusual to see Zocom players using Mammoth tanks so heavily just because of the lack of railguns and the ability to build a MAV here. But both sides just haven't had the time to build a MAV. Senna tried to build a MAV and he couldn't squeeze it out. He's actually going to try to squeeze one out now, and this could be the deciding factor. There's actually Firehawks coming in. What are they going to try to bomb? They can't bomb that Reclamator hub. They don't have enough rounds. They're actually going to bypass that, and the base siege will continue. He's actually pushing these units in. I think he's always giving some of these away. There's a tower line here. There's a lot of rocket squads all sitting around here. These 2, Firehawks will go down. Mammoth tanks might be destroyed. The power is being attacked. These Firehawks, they're actually taking out the power grid here. He should be able to squeeze this MAV out. The question is, though, there's actually an MCV right here. I think he's going to put Sonic emitters. He's got massive Sonic defense all over the place. The MAV is squeezed out, but the question is, does he have EMP grenades? Because he may actually require that. Selling off now the War Factory over there. The MCV is now under attack. He's got the repair tool down. No doubt he has a Sonic emitter ready to pump, and he's going to place that one down. I'd imagine, but no, it's only a watchtower there, so his MCV, I don't know why he moved it there, because he just moved it in range of all these forces, and now he's going to lose that unnecessarily here. The Sonic emitters are firing, and Senna's base, by the way, look at his base on the mini-map. It has been absolutely caught out by those Firehawks, and unless he can kill Drive right now, which he's doing a good job of doing, those Sonic emitters taking multiple shots. There's no real way to repair the MAV just yet. The engineers are coming out to garrison that Oh man, I hope he's got some structures down. He's got 4 barracks, so he's got a lot of barracks. He can build Grenader squads. The question is, I don't think he ever researched EMP grenades. He doesn't have an armory. He cannot... Oh my god, does he not have a war factory? Drive does not have a war factory, which means he cannot produce that structure anymore. The harvesters are actually coming in. He's actually firing at the Marv. Is he going to destroy the Marv? Oh my god, he's got so much infantry here. He is going to hold in this engagement right now. And he's going to start working on this tower line. He just pumped out so much infantry with those 4 barracks so quickly. And Senna is going to get completely overwhelmed here. This is a really, really good game. There is so much happening in this game here. Fireworks coming across. They're bombing the barracks as well before they can produce, and he's going to destroy this one on the front. Senna is struggling to pump out units because all of his production structures are getting destroyed so easily. Barracks don't have a lot of health. He needs to start working on these towers. He is going to work on the towers now. That Mammoth tank will fall back. He can't build any more vehicles ever, except for Bloodhounds because he's got an airfield. So, and he can't actually repair that Mammoth tank either, so there's probably not much point pulling it back. And he's got to be careful now not to lose too much infantry. The Firehawks are going to come in. They are going to bomb the power plants here. He forces the cell. He's actually got an elite Firehawk there. That's going to be dangerous. Rifleman squad's now pouring out of the barracks. He's going to sell off these power plants because he just wants these guys here and now. And it's going to come down to these Rifleman wars. How crazy is this? How often do you see that come down to this situation here? These Zocon players in this Zocon era on a completely flat map. I haven't seen games like this since Tournament Arena in Tiberium Wars. And this is crazy. The infantry wars are on. They've completely exhausted their vehicle abilities. And I think he's going to be able to kill the remainder of these forces here. There's a Grenader squad here. Look at Senna's base, by the way. He has like 4 structures in total over there. The fight is going to die down here, but Drive has Firehawks. He needs to be able to defend this area right now. There's only 1, 2, there's just a few, there's literally nothing. There's no infrastructure. He has no production structures right now. He has a construction yard there, but not able to produce anything, of course, without the ability to produce towers. He might just have to bomb these infantry. It might be time to bomb the infantry, and I think, no, he's going to go and he's going to bomb these power plants. Senna will just resell them. 2 Mammoth tanks here, by the way. They are so heavily damaged. And they're just going to give away veterancy right now. He needs to kill that Grenader squad, and he will kill it because the Foxhole here... Wow, that killed a lot of infantry, by the way, that strike did. The Heroic Rifleman squad is history. Not sure what those harvesters were doing. I thought he brought him in to just be fodder or just to draw fire, but I think he might have tried to steal some tib. Meanwhile, Senna just has no units. He's got a construction yard, which is his advantage, but these Firehawks, they're just bombing all day. They are bombing all day, and there's still the Mammoth tank left. He's actually going to be able to fire or unleash some rounds at the construction yard. He will be destroyed by the rocket squads here, unfortunately. I don't think this Rifleman squad can finish it quick enough. It's going to be tight. Wow, he's actually going to get away. One more rocket comes in. Oh, he snares it. Heroic rocket squad. That could be important. He's actually digging foxholes here now. He's digging foxholes. And that's going to be a problem because the watchtower is going to be useless. And now he's going to come in. He's going to bomb the construction yard. Oh my god, he destroys the construction yard. Drive, with the most epic defense of all time here, is actually going to hold by the skin of his teeth. Wow, that was a really good... How does that not have more than 4 wubs? It's got like 4 wubs right now. It's been on the replay system for well over a week. That was one of the best games I've seen. That would be one of the best games of the year, easily. Right there, that was a really good game. 18 minutes 24. Both sides did amazing, and it's like... You can't say Senna didn't do a good... He did a phenomenal job. He just kept pushing and pushing and pushing, and he pushed Drive right back into his final bastion of structures, and he even just belted the crap out of that, but he just couldn't quite get there. The Firehawks, of course, Drive so active with them, just bombing and bombing and bombing and bombing, and just holding on to the point where Senna just completely dried up. 181,000 to Senna, 169,000 to Drive, so we can see there that Senna had 12k more, but that's not, I mean, in an 18.5 minute game, having an extra $12,000 is minimal. It's barely anything. If we have a look at the tab here, look, it was dead even most of the game. Drive even ahead at this point here, and then just tape it out over there. But Drive obviously killing more units there. He killed quite a few more because he was the defender, of course. Defender does have an advantage of the base defenses. That's why Senna brought his construction yard across, so he would also have those advantages. But again, no artillery means if you want to make progress, you have to fight front on in a Zocon mirror, and that's why it was so aggressive, so sporadic. But Rifleman squad favourite from Drive, Missile squad favourite from Senna. Really good game. Well done to both players. Well done to Drive for winning that game. I'm Green Zero. Stay tuned to my channel and I'll bring you some more videos as soon as possible.